kind of ridiculous rumors. These absolutely ridiculous rumors, because in my opinion, this was one of the craziest things that we saw from Team USA camp. And it was literally, I remember...
Look at that reaction. Finally, we can put these ridiculous rumors to rest. It's not just relief. It's exhaustion from having to defend something that should have been obvious from day one. For months, people convinced themselves that Team USA deliberately disrespected Caitlin Clark by not letting her wear number 22, turning a simple tradition into a full-blown conspiracy theory. Now, Clark herself is setting the record straight, and the fact that she even has to do so reveals a lot about her fan base and how misinformation spreads in women's basketball. Let's break down what actually happened, why the controversy was always nonsense, and what this says about the current state of WNBA discourse.
Picture with Cameron Brink rocking number 17.
I know.
Where'd the 1-7 come? Was that just a jersey that you get? I was about to say, for these practices,
17's not the best number ever. I wouldn't have picked that. But.
Yeah, I would say 17 is not a, but 17 used to literally be banned in FIBA. You were not allowed to wear number 17, 18, or 16 through 19. Every other number was fine. These referees, the sign was 2-1 for 21, 2-2, 22, 2-3, 23. But the signs, the actual signs for 16, 17, 18 for referees. 15 obviously was that. I'm pretty sure it's this, as a former ref, it's this, that for 7.
Here's the real explanation. Team USA assigned Caitlin Clark number 17 for practice sessions at camp. She didn't choose it, and nobody asked her what she wanted. The key point is that no newcomer was given their actual WNBA number. 22 for Clark, 5 for Paige Buchers or Angel Reese, because this is standard protocol for anyone who hasn't made the Olympic roster before. It wasn't personal or targeted at Caitlin. Interestingly, she also mentions Indiana Fever, where number 16 through 19 were once banned because they correspond to referee hand signals, a legitimate rule some teams use to avoid confusion. Number 17 wasn't special or meaningful. It was simply one of the available practice jerseys.
Like, have been on the national team prior, get to continue wearing their jersey, like that practice number jersey or their jersey, obviously until like they're done playing on the Olympic team or whatever happens for the next Olympics. And then all us newcomers, there was a lot of young people at that camp. We just get assigned a random number. I guess I got 17. Nobody asked me, but it was fine.
And they also made sure to not give anyone their actual number. They made sure to not give anyone 22. They didn't give Citron 22. They didn't give 22 to Caitlin. They didn't give Paige 5. Obviously, or Angel 5. They didn't give anyone their actual number.
All right, so are you just stuck in 17 now in perpetuity, though? Do you get to change it maybe in the future?
So if I eventually make the team, it's weird, like, because...
Here's the crucial part. Veterans who've already made Olympic rosters get to keep their Team USA numbers. That's their jersey now, earned by making the team. Newcomers at training camp, however, are given random numbers because they haven't secured a roster spot yet. It's not complicated, and it's certainly not disrespectful. It's just how the system works. Clark confirms this explicitly. The practice numbers were deliberately assigned to prevent the kind of speculation that actually happened. Team USA wanted to focus on performance, not symbolism, but thousands of people ignored this simple explanation and instead created an elaborate narrative that the organization was trying to humble Caitlin Clark or send her a message. Why? Because outrage drives engagement, while nuance does not.
That you only, I think it's 4 through 15. Those.
Nope, that's actually not a rule. Team USA just do it because it's tradition. It was a rule. In fairness, it was a rule until a decade ago. Team USA are the only country that, well, they're not the only country, but they're one of the only countries that actually still has the rule. Like we were 4, when I played in the national team, we had to go 4 through 15. I was 13. I was number 13. I had never wore, ironically enough, when I made like my local region, my Dublin team and made my Irish team, it was both times were random and both times I got number 13. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll start wearing 13 for my team. Started wearing 13.
So the only numbers. So you have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What?
Isn't that weird?
Wow.
Like you don't get to pick.
Is that real?
Yeah, well, at least for
That's
the United
crazy.
States. Yeah.
Yeah, when she said at least for the United States, yeah, absolutely. USA are the only country, or well, not, there might be another country out there, but as far as I'm aware, they're one of the only countries that actually still does it, but it's for tradition.
Now, let's address the international rules. And this is where the creator in the video brings real experience. He played for Ireland's national team 13 years ago, back when FIBA had a strict rule. You could only wear numbers 4 through 15. If your club number was 22, 41, or anything outside that range, you had to pick something else. That rule changed about a decade ago, with France being one of the last countries to enforce it. Today, international basketball allows any number. Team USA, however, has voluntarily kept the 4 to 15 tradition. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Clark explains why. Every Team USA jersey carries a legacy. Wearing number 6, for example, connects you to the footsteps of legends like LeBron James and Sue Bird. That's meaningful tradition, not arbitrary gatekeeping.
So it's kind of cool because when I've played junior national teams in the past, we have like a bag tag, like a sticker on your backpack, and it says like all the players that have worn your jersey. So it'd be like,
so dope.
If you're number 6, it'd be like LeBron. I think he was number 6, or like, and then you'd have the women's players and obviously all the men's players, which is really cool. You get to see who kind of has worn your jersey.
So that's why Team USA have for tradition. That actually, I didn't even realize that. That's actually why they did for tradition. But that makes a lot of sense now. That makes a lot of sense. That makes way too much sense. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. And that's why Caitlin Clark is obviously not wearing she's obviously not wearing the number 22, and I don't think she will probably.
Here's the reality. Caitlin Clark will probably never wear number 22 for Team USA. Not because of disrespect or to diminish her brand, but because Team USA has maintained this numbering tradition for decades and isn't going to break it for anyone. Technically, they could change the rule, but would they? That's another question. The creator suggests they'd be more likely to adjust it for AJ Wilson, who's already established herself as a Team USA cornerstone with multiple gold medals. Clark is still trying to earn her first roster spot, and you don't rewrite tradition for someone who hasn't made the team yet, which is fair. Team USA has built something special with their Olympic dominance. The women haven't lost an Olympic game since 1992, racking up 60 consecutive wins over 3 decades. When you have a legacy like that, you protect your traditions. You don't change them just because a rookie had a strong college career and a solid WNBA debut.
Basketball is like, maybe I'm not the most up to date with some rule changes, but like I've literally represented my country in international competition. Wasn't allowed to wear my number, which at the time was 41. Like I literally wasn't allowed to wear my number because of this rule in 13 years ago when I did play for my national team. So I'm like, I've literally had experience of not being allowed to wear my number. Albeit again, it's no longer a rule. But when it comes to Team USA basketball, everything kind of is tradition. Team USA, obviously.
This is the part that should have ended the controversy before it even started. The creator made an entire video months ago explaining Team USA's numbering tradition, laying out the facts. FIBA dropped the old rule, but Team USA voluntarily kept numbers 4 through 15. Nobody wears 22 because it falls outside that range. This information wasn't hidden. It was publicly available for anyone willing to look. But people insisted he was wrong. They claimed Team USA was using it as an excuse to cut Caitlin from the roster and framed it as a conspiracy against her, despite the creator having first-hand experience playing international basketball under these exact rules. That's the problem with modern sports discourse. Facts don't matter when people have already chosen a narrative, and evidence doesn't matter when outrage feels more satisfying and understanding.
Almost incentivize people to want to play for Team USA, which is... USA is the only country in basketball, I will say this, that has to try incentivize people to play. Like, you're not... Like, Jokic is going to want to play. Like, if you see Jokic wants to play for Serbia most of the time. Luka wants to play for Slovenia. Luka would... Most of these international players would rather play for their country than play for their club. Whereas in America, it's the opposite. The NBA ring or WNBA ring means more. Whereas if Luka Doncic wins an Olympics, dude might retire. He literally might just say, you know what? I'm done with this sport. I'm done with playing in America. I'm going back to play at Real Madrid. I'm going back to play in Europe. And by the way, like I could see I can see when it's all said and done, Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic leaving the NBA really early. Like, I think there were people actually, and I'm not joking when I say this, I think there might have been some actual validity to the point some people were making that if Jokic had tore his ACL, at his size, he's probably not back until the 2027-2028 season. And by that time, he'll be mid-30s. He might just say, fuck it, I'm going back to Serbia. Like, and yeah, it could be one of those things where he just says, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done with playing this country. But yeah, look, at least we now know why Caitlin Clark wore 17.
The broader context explains why this issue goes far beyond just jersey numbers. USA basketball is unique in that it must actively incentivize players to represent the national team. While international stars like Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic prioritize playing for their countries over professional leagues, American players often value NBA or WNBA titles more than Olympic gold. As a result, Team USA has created special traditions like legacy bag tags and restricted jersey numbers to cultivate a sense of national pride that comes naturally elsewhere. Maintaining these traditions isn't arbitrary. It protects the system that makes representing the U.S. feel special. When Caitlin Clark wore number 17 at a training camp, it wasn't a slight against her. It was simply a reflection of that system. The controversy around it misses the point entirely. Clark herself understands this and has shown no offense or complaint. She's simply acknowledging how the program operates. The repeated outrage from her fan base, whether about physical play in the WNBA, all-star voting, Olympic roster decisions, or jersey numbers, creates drama that doesn't exist and risks portraying her as needing special treatment. Meanwhile, Clark is excelling. She's adapted to the WNBA's physicality, made the all-star team, and is on track for future Olympic rosters. The truth is simple. She wore the number assigned by Team USA, and the 4 to 15 numbering tradition remains in place. There's no disrespect or conspiracy. Sometimes, a jersey number is just a jersey number. Recognizing the difference between real issues and fan-invented drama benefits everyone, including Clark herself.